Hey guys, Merry Christmas. It is Christmas 2018, Christmas Day here in the United States of America as I make this live feed. And even on Christmas, I broadcast live. God willing, every night I go live on this YouTube channel. You can subscribe and be notified. Once you're subscribed and you're notified that the video is live, you can come in. I welcome you to come in, leave a live comment. I read each and every live comment. And we talk, whatever you want to talk about. You're having a tough time in life, you're having a great time in life, questions about philosophy, politics, or having fun. It doesn't have to be serious. But I've enjoyed that establishment of connection with like-minded people and healthy relationships, because I don't keep every relationship that comes onto my YouTube channel. There's some that I don't. Most I do. What I've learned is some relationships, whether they are virtual or whether they are in real life, some relationships, and I think most relationships, cannot be repaired and should not attempted to be repaired. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, because I went through that emotion today during Christmas, during the holiday season. And I think that's, during the holiday season, whatever holiday it is, wherever part of the world and whatever holiday you're celebrating is, it's an emotional time where you are seduced into reaching out to people because you're feeling an emotional high from all the energy in the air and all the emotions that come with holidays, and you want to show people that you have forgiven, that you want them to forgive you, and you want to establish a connection, and you want to repair a relationship to show that, look, even though I may have said the wrong thing, you said the wrong thing, I still have love in my heart. But what I'm here to tell you is most relationships should never even attempt to be repaired. First, let me acknowledge the people that are in the live chat. Andy J, Merry Christmas, Sam. Glad to make it tonight. Well, I'm glad to have you. Like I said, for me, I got to a season of my life where I was outgrowing friends I grew up with. And then I got into a church to establish new friends, because when you outgrow, and it doesn't mean you're better than anyone, but when you evolve and when you're growing, you have to change your surroundings, you have to change your friends, or else you're going to stunt your growth. Like, I remember drinking alcohol when I was young, and I remember the older head saying, look, you're going to stunt your growth if you drink alcohol. If you stay around the same relationships and you don't change your relationships, you're going to stunt your growth. And so I went from hanging around with certain people when I was coming up to hanging around different people I met in church, which was helpful and a blessing. And then, like, I was evolving past them, like, because I still wanted to listen to DMX, I still wanted to watch porn, and they couldn't vibe with that, and I understood that. And then like, I got to a period where I couldn't really find anyone to vibe with. And through the internet, it's helped me to connect with similar like-minded people and establish relationships so that I don't have to reach out to old relationships and try to repair old relationships and hurt and stunt my growth, because that's what you do. Every time you reach out to an old, battered up relationship and you try to repair it because you're bored or you're lonely and you think enough time has passed, you're going to stunt your growth. Never forget it. DNT Professional Window Cleaners. Sam, Merry Christmas. Stay blessed. Can't wait to hear tonight's topic. Thank you, brother. I watched your video today. I would like for everyone to click on his profile, subscribe, Positive Brother, and watch his videos, show support. He just documents his life. He knows how to, he knows how to talk. He knows how to present himself. You present yourself very well. You'll go very far in life, especially in a capitalist society. The gift of gab, which I have, but I don't abuse it. I don't manipulate people. But the gift to communicate and articulate your thoughts and to work well with others, which he has, all those things. DTM Professional Window Cleaner. I mean, you go as far as you want in life. Now, again, just because someone talks nice doesn't mean they're a nice person. So I've learned that lesson the hard way too. But what I can say is my interaction with him, I can only go off that, is that he's treated me with respect. I treat him with respect. He has a great gift of communication and presenting himself well. And he recently got a job in a hospital, but he also has a side hustle. His main passion is to do window cleaning and have his own business. But like he's learned, like I've learned in life, that you need a steady income. Most businesses fail, and most businesses, the money coming in is not consistent. It's feast or famine. And to supplement that, or to keep a consistent revenue stream, anytime you'll have to work. And when I worked a night shift, it gave me an opportunity to do my own business during the day. And that's like, he's working, I think he said he was working like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So he's going to try to, on his off hours, do that thing. So I listen, brother. Merry Christmas and much love to you. Shelly. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Sam. And then she gave the hand wave emoji. How are you, Shelly? Good to see you. Merry Christmas. My opinion, a brother from the UK. I'm broadcasting a little bit early tonight. It's 6:30 p.m. Eastern time in the United States of America. That's usually I go live between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But because the holiday is a little bit early today, so he may have been able to check in. But my opinion, that's his tag name from the UK. To me, it's a blessing and amazes me that we have people from all over the world that join this live chat. He's a very intelligent brother. He's got a deep insight and a deep perspective on things. He says, even Sam, this is early for you. Yep, I just broke that down. Laugh out loud. Good. It's good to laugh, brother. D10, Merry Christmas to everyone in the chat. Yes. Keeping positive people around you is a simple and corny thing, but is 100% linked to your peace in life, and it's linked to your joy in life. What I want to talk about with repairing relationships, when you reach out to someone, and I did it today, and it wasn't even an ex-lover, it wasn't someone like I ever had a big fallout with, but I reached out to someone today because I wanted to, I was feeling the holiday spirit, and I just, reached out to them. I gave them a greeting, and I got a reply, but the energy wasn't on the same vibe. The reply that I got was not on the vibe that I was on. And it totally stole my creativity and my confidence. When you try to repair a relationship, when you try to reach out to someone that you know you're not on the same vibe, the number one sign that they are not meant to be in your life is if they steal your creativity. Now, they don't steal it by doing anything malicious. It's not their fault. But when you reach out to someone and your energy, you immediately feel a vacuum sucks the energy out of your soul. You've reached out to the wrong person. Don't beat yourself up, but now you got to make a mental note. When you lose your creativity, you've reached out to the wrong person. One of the most horrible movies I ever watched in my life was a movie called The Notebook, romantic comedy, total disaster for me. But what I liked about that movie was one thing that I picked up on that not many people picked up on is when the main character, the woman in the movie The Notebook, when she was getting ready to be married to her first fiance, and the first fiance was a respectful man. He treated her respectfully. He loved her, and there was no abuse. So make a mental note. Sometimes you should not even repair a relationship that has equal respect and people treat each other right. So in this movie, this girl was engaged to be married to this guy, and this guy treated her great, and there was no issue. But she lost her creativity. She lost her passion to paint. What's a red flag? What's a red flag saying to you that you should not be around this person? And not because they're evil or bad, but just because it's not meant for you. When you lose your creativity, when you lose your encouragement to go live on YouTube, when you lose your encouragement to be the confident self that you need to be in order to fulfill your destiny. Oh, Sam, why are you talking like that? Why are you doing like this? Like when I went into church, a lot of friends say, oh, you're changing, you're doing this. And as soon as I was around them, they didn't want me to evolve. And I would feel insecure, and it would suck my creativity. It would suck my confidence. Creativity is confidence in who you are and who you want to become. Creativity is creating a new you and evolving to a better you. There's sometimes there's people I'm cool with now, even from childhood, but we have mutual friends that I'm not cool with. And it's not that I'm not cool with them because there's beef. It's just that we don't vibe like that. And sometimes when the old friends that I'm still cool with, when we have a mutual friend that I'm not cool with, and they try to say, when they tag me in something, or they try to link me up with somebody and say Sam, check this, or check Sam out, he's doing this. Sometimes I wish they wouldn't even tell that person to check me out. Why? I'm being honest with you. because we don't vibe. And it's no beef, but we don't vibe. And I know, like, as soon as somebody would check me out now, like, there's some people, like, I grew up with, they check me out and they're proud of me, they're happy for me. But I know there's some, like, that we have mutual friends that I'm not that chill with, like, they check me out and they're not feeling me. I know they're not feeling me. And they weren't feeling me back then either. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with them. So there's a reason why you have to start disassociating from certain people. And it's not that I'm right and they're wrong. It's that, look, I got to be me. You may not feel me. I may not feel you. But, that's why I have to go my own way. I'm not going to stay around you and dull my sparkle so you feel comfortable who I am. You may not feel like you don't like my live sessions. You don't like who I've become. You may not. But guess what? I don't want to dumb myself down to be who you want me to be. This is a powerful lesson tonight, guys. Trying to repair a relationship from the past will mess up your future. There's a reason you stop talking to certain people. And even if you have a mutual friend, and your friend doesn't mean any harm by it. Like, I know, like, sometimes, like, when I have a mutual friend, like, they try to say, look, check Sam out. They don't mean any harm. They're trying to show me love because they love me and they support me. But I know I could already feel the snakeness from the person, like, they're trying to tell, like, check Sam out. I already know they're a snake. Like, just for me, they don't feel me. I know they don't, and that's okay. But I can't try to repair that because I want to be me. They may not think like this is a good me, but this is me, okay? I get to define my life. I get to define how I viewed my past. I get to define how I view my future, not them. They already fucked me over a few times. They don't get to define shit in my life, okay? Never try to repair a relationship that died. Never. A friend, a family member, a lover, you gotta let it die. How do you know when it's dead? But when the minute you reach out to it and you die. You were smelling like potpourri and just, you were exuding life. And you sent one text or someone tagged you in a picture or someone like tried to hook you up and all of a sudden you smell dead carcass. That's how quick your inspiration can be stolen from associating with the wrong relationships. Oh yeah, big time. Even in like, and not just, even like in the church game, I know certain people like, whatever. I'm just trying to tell you. You know what I'm trying to tell you. And if you don't get it, that's okay too. But again, I'm at a point in my life that I only want to be around like-minded people that we're vibing. Okay. Because for me, I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want anyone to hurt me, bottom line. But for me at this point, like I'm done trying to justify who I am or trying to explain or trying to get people to get on board with me. There's none of that going on here. There's like, look, this is who I am. You're on board. Thumbs up to you. You're not. Peace emoji to you. And that's always have to be the mindset, even on holidays when you're emotionally baited into reaching out to someone just to show them that you love them, even though it died. You don't have any hard feelings towards them, even though a relationship died. It died for a reason. You don't have to text them or you don't have to tag them. You don't have to send a comment just because you want to show that you love them. God knows you love them. That's how I look at it. And you got to just leave that with God. You got to leave it with God. You got to move forward with your life. Part of moving forward means you have to leave certain things in the past. You can't bring your past to the future. You can't. I tried it. You can't. Total disaster. Total loss of creativity. Total loss of confidence. You think you can go into your future with insecurities? No, you can't. Tried it. You think you're going to paint the masterpiece with the eyes of someone who you know doesn't like you watching you? Did you ever try to use creativity where you paint something, you make a video, you take a picture, and someone's in the circle that you know doesn't like you? You can't paint the way you need to paint. You can't create the way you need to create. Very important that you don't try to repair most relationships. All right. That's the main message. I mean, there's so much more I can say on it, and I'm going to have to chop it up a little bit more. But now we just go to all live comments. Thank you. And thank you. If these videos, if you like them and you appreciate them, I appreciate if you click the thumbs up button, you share it, and it's all love. All right. Tiana Marie, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Well, same to you. I appreciate that, Tiana Marie. Good to see you. How? Jay Smith, another great topic. Thank you, brother. I was thinking about you all day. You broke down those statistics last night, and I appreciate your help on that, brother. Thank you. Gilbert, Queens in the house. Sam, hey, what is good, my friend? I'm just trying to make the most of my life, trying to be positive and stay thankful and keep the right people around me. But most of my life, 90% of my life is solitude by myself. This connections on virtual life has helped me a little bit. It's helped me not have to associate with certain people that I would normally not. And you know that I'm not very social if you watch this channel long. So I have no desire to connect in real life with other people because it's too much of a commitment. So I feel good knowing that because you do need some connection. Even if you're very much an introvert, or however you want to classify yourself. I don't even know if I classify myself as that because I'm also very social, but I don't like to deal with a lot of people in person. So this has helped me not have to reach back out to certain people because this fulfills a level of connection without me having to destroy my creativity. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. Pat, Patricia, hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to the West Coast. Good to see you, Patricia. Angelina, Tampa Bay area is in the house. Merry Christmas. Just logged in to see if you were going live today. Yep. Every day I go live, even on Christmas. There's some times where I haven't, if I'm sick or if I don't have service. But now that I'm kind of settled in, yeah, I always try to go live every night. It's usually between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But right now we're a little bit early because most of the stores close early, and I'm probably going to try to get to bed a little bit early because I got to go back to work tomorrow. But I'm thankful. How was your Christmas, Angelina? Apathy, blessings to you on this Christmas night. Good to see you. Apathy sucks. Good to see you too. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you, Apathy. Patricia, my time is always off in watching your show. That's all right. It's all love. Patricia, so much fun. Tell me where you're at in life today. Well, where I'm at in life today is I woke up, I sent some greetings to people to say Merry Christmas, things like that. I had my breakfast. I had the same thing I do everything. I had my breakfast. I didn't go to the gym today. Today was my off day. I walked the beach. I took a break. I had a vegetarian sub from Wawa because Publix is closed on Christmas. Then I went for another walk. Then I took a break at Starbucks. I watched some things online, just some different YouTube channels. One entrepreneur channel interviewing like an old mob boss, some nomad stuff. And then I went for another walk. And then now I'm going live. And then I'll go to bed tonight, probably in about 3-4 hours. And then I'll wake up tomorrow probably at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning because I go back to work. And that's my life right now. But I'm very thankful to be in Florida. I look back on some of my old feeds and I said, damn, it's been, where was I this time last year? And I've grown and I've evolved and my life has gotten a little bit better in certain aspects. I'm thankful for that. James, what's up, brother? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed my Antonio. Antonio, Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas. Santa Claus emoji to you, brother. Thank you. James, Sammy, baby. I've been doing more stuff in my car, such as eating and watching YouTube videos and UFC videos. It's nice and peaceful. Well, I did a video called Parking Lot Solitude. I had a guy I worked with. And when we would get off of work, I said, where you going, brother? You going home? He goes, hell no, I ain't going home. He goes, I'm going to go get a sub. I'm going to go find a nice peaceful spot in the parking lot, and I'm going to unwind for an hour before I go home. And sometimes, like when I was still living in New Jersey and my mom was in a certain town, I would say, Mom, I'm coming to see you. Where are you? She goes, oh, I'm in the McDonald's parking lot. I don't want to go back to the home. I don't want to deal with that madness. There is solitude and peace if you find a nice spot in a parking lot and you're in your car. It's more cozier than many times in your home. And this is my home. I live full-time in my car. I own no property. I owned a condo for 15 years. And if you have a mind that, if you have a healthy mind, if you have a healthy relationships, if it's something you want to do, it's doable. And it can be very enjoyable. For me, it's very enjoyable. Everything has a little bit of negative. Everything has a little bit of downside. But so is owning a house. I've owned one for 15 years. So that has downside too. I think my man Jay Smith helped break down the science last night. I think we estimated that out of there's 325 million people in the United States of America. The amount of homeless, I think, is 1.5 million approximately. The amount of people living in their car approximately is 375,000. So less than 0.5% of the population lives in their car full time. Very few people do it, but very doable. Big Dirty Logistics, Merry Christmas. And then he gave the a Christmas tree emoji, gift emoji. Sam, hey, Big Dirty, love to you, brother. Gift right back to you, brother. My gift is, again, for your continued physical healing. I know you were struggling with some physical things, for your joy, and for whatever your dreams are in life, man. Look, I want to see people's dreams come true, whatever they are for you. And I appreciate your support, brother. Love and respect. Thank you. My opinion says, DTN, I worked as a self-employed window cleaner. Here we go. We're building. He said he worked as a self-employed window cleaner for 4 years. Tough in the winter. Well, see, and that's how you connect with like-minded people with good relationships, all right? And you build and you grow and you encourage one another. That's what life's about. Corny, I know it's corny, but believe me, you rather that than you text someone and all the energy gets sucked right out of your soul. You don't want that. But what I would say to you, obviously, now DTN, I don't know what state you're in, and I don't know if you want to share, but if you're in the southern state and it's hot in the winter, that's still a go. But if you're in a northern state, then yeah, he's right. It's going to be a seasonal job. That's true. Angelina, we'll have to check out DTN channel. You're right. Communication skill are key. Yep. And that's why, too, if you have been blessed with the gift of communication, to whom much is given, much is required, you have to remember to speak up for those who cannot articulate themselves. Remember that. Just like, a person who's a good caretaker, they're taking care of people who aren't good at taking care of themselves sometimes. But remember, the gift of gab is not just to manipulate your way ahead. Okay. The gift of gab is to, yes, it'll be used for you to obviously, to communicate on a job interview, to present yourself well, all those things, but also to be a voice for the voiceless. Okay. Also, to speak up for those who, can't articulate what they, they want to say it, but they can't articulate it, but they can do other things that you can't do. There's different gifts, but we're all the same body. I mean, there's basically a scripture that breaks that down. No one better than the other. So that's true. And then she says, I think they can be learned, though. I think skills can be refined and some can be learned, but you're always going to have certain natural embedded gifts that everyone has different gifts than others. That's my opinion. I've noticed that those that can talk a lot are more successful. I would say that's true, especially in a capitalist society. I mean, the gift of articulation and communication and salesmanship, that's a huge thing of entrepreneurship, of job interviews, of everything. And so I would definitely agree with that. Definitely. And you just got to remember, though, you got to remember the people who can't. And when you're a manager, or when you're a boss, or you have to remember that just because you have the gift of gab, someone else have made a different gift, and no one is better than the other. It's just the different gifts all work together. Like I remember working in construction, and I remember at that time I was just starting my career. I was working in the field as an electrician, and I was working with the tools with my hands. And there was another guy I was working with, and like one of the guys from like the office, like whether it's a project manager or supervisor or something, he came by to check in on the job and stuff. And he was like also an estimator. He would estimate jobs, the costs associated, etc. And I remember he came around, he's talking to me and this other guy, and then he left. And the other guy was like, man, he goes, that's a nice guy. But he goes, Sam, you never want him working in the field. He is horrible working with his hands. He would totally cause a job to lose money. And I said, really? I said, how'd he get ahead? He goes, well, he didn't necessarily, I mean, he got ahead a little bit because he is great with estimating jobs, with communicating, with supervising people. He's great. And we tell him, like out in the field, go get us jobs, go sell jobs, go estimate jobs, go supervise them, because you help us. Because, we're good with tools, but, we can't, estimate jobs and stuff like that. And that was one of the first times that stuck out in my mind. I have different conversations that stuck out in my mind, that everyone has a different gift. Now, I didn't like working with my hands, so I was kind of like, man, I don't want to work with my hands. But I was paying my dues. But I always said to myself, well, the guy who liked working with his hands, he didn't resent the guy that was good with communicating and estimating. He wanted him to do more of that, because he wanted to work more with his hands. So I kind of like resented him a little bit because I didn't want to work with my hands. But I saw that as how I should look at it, not look at it towards like resentfulness, or this guy like is good with the gift of gab, that's why I got ahead. It was just that he played to his strength. The guy who liked working with his hands, he played to his strengths. Play to your strengths. That's what I'm trying to articulate as best you can. You may have to do different things in your life though. Joseph, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, Santa Claus emoji to you. Thank you, DTN. My opinion, I'm in my first year of this business, he's saying. Yes, it's very rough and slow. Yes, well, I've often said most businesses fail, and it takes 3 to 5 years to turn a profit in most businesses. Very hard, but the one good thing, DTN, is you have low overhead, meaning you shouldn't have a lot of expenses in the window cleaning business. You shouldn't have to buy a lot of big tools. You don't have to have that many full-time employees, if any, in the beginning. So you don't have that much liability where, it's going to bankrupt you necessarily. So it doesn't cost much to get into that field. It's a low entry fee, so to speak. And now that you have a full-time job and you have steady income, you could take a little bit more risk and you can try to work it out. Zakia Alaska's in the house. Merry Christmas. She gave me the Christmas tree emoji, gift emoji, and all smile emoji. Merry Christmas, Zakia. Love and respect. What is the temperature in Alaska, and what time is it in Alaska? People from all over the country. I love it. James, Sam, my advice is for everyone around negativity is surround yourself with humble people that show gratitude for everything. Amen, brother. What is another red flag? If someone's unthankful, get the hell away from them. If someone is unthankful, get away from them. You're never going to be in a healthy relationship with an unthankful person. Never happen. Be very careful. Very careful. I totally agree with that. Good job. My opinion says skin protection on your hands, essential. Wear your gloves. They used to say that a lot too in the electrical field, like wear your gloves. And sometimes when I was being lazy, I didn't wear them. And that's when I was nick my hands and stuff. So that's a good point. Patricia. So many folks here in the room. It's a big holiday. Well, I'm blessed and I'm thankful. I mean, it's true. I mean, what do we got? 47 people watching now. So a year from now, I'd probably only have 14 people. So I acknowledge the people that come in these chats. I acknowledge the people. I appreciate when you leave a comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, I understand you don't have to. But I'm thankful. Like I say, I mean, without that, the channel doesn't roll. So, I can't act like it's all me. It's everyone. So, I appreciate that. Apathy. You have the gift of breaking down this crazy, capitalistic, surreal tragedy, warning people and giving people realistic hope. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Apathy. I mean, I'm sharing my experiences. I'm sharing life how I see it. And I appreciate that, Apathy. Thank you. Apathy. When someone sucks the energy out of your soul, run. Yeah, somebody give me the 5 guys running emoji. A guy running, and just do it 5 times because it's that serious. If you reach out to someone, you feel your energy drop as if you were on a great adventure ride and it's like a free fall. You know the feeling in your stomach you get when you go on a high ride and you drop dramatically? The wind comes right out of your stomach. You will get that same feeling when you reach out or when you try to repair a relationship that broke. Let it die. Let it be broken. Move on with your life. That's my opinion. Number one thing that keeps people up at night, stress of relationships. Never forget it. Kills your creativity too. Angelina, so true. Reaching out to an old... Now, you guys better listen to Angelina. She just got through a divorce. She's healing. And let's hear what she's got to say. She's got life experience here preaching. She says, so true. Reaching out to an old relationship is a disaster. I learned that a long time ago. I never do this nowadays. Great topic tonight. Yeah, look, I mean, I still caught myself doing it. So, and again, I didn't reach out today to a lover. I didn't reach out to someone who was a bad relationship. I just reached out to somebody that we were kind of cool. And as soon as I sent the message, it just totally knocked the wind out of my soul. None of us are exempt from doing something again and again, but you try to get progressively better. And then as soon as you do something that you feel you shouldn't do, you say, oh, I ain't going to do that one again. You have to protect your creativity. You have to protect your evolution. There's certain people that see you a certain way, whether it's from your past or how they want to see you. They will put you in a box and make you tap dance. They'll make you tap dance in that box if you try to grow. If you try to speak a different way, if you try to speak more proper, or if you try to speak, they'll say, "Oh, don't talk like that. We know who you are." Assholes, okay? Assholes, okay? That destroyed their life, that are in unhealthy relationships and are living fucked up still. They want to tell you who you should be. Cut them out of your life. Excuse the language, but you know, I have to, this is what it is. This is how I view it, okay? And you got to be very careful. Apathy. The Notebook was fiction. It has some good parts in it. I understand it's a romantic comedy, but it made me throw up a little bit in my mouth. Zakia, don't ruin The Notebook for me. I've never seen it. Well, if you like romantic comics, so I'm not going to ruin it, but I've talked about it a couple times, so if I get fired up, I'm liable to tell you the whole movie, total disaster, in my opinion. But some people like it. I know a lot of women like it. Luke, hey, brother, I guess I survived Christmas. It was a productive day, and I went with my lady to he's got a young PYT. He went with my lady to breakfast. Then after that, we shot some hoops. All right, playing basketball. Remember that movie, Love and Basketball? I didn't know Sanaa Lathan was strung out on drugs. They say she was the one that bit Beyonce in the face when she was trying to talk to Jay-Z, and then Beyonce walked to her, and then she bit Beyonce. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true. And then they say Sanaa Lathan was strung out on drugs. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying that's fact, but I was like, damn. But she did a movie with Omar Epps called Basketball in Love, I think it was. That was a pretty good movie. Better than The Notebook, in my opinion. Luke, now we're bowling, having some pizza and wings. Well, I ain't mad too. If you're happy, pizza emoji to you. And wing emoji, Angelina. And a bowling emoji, Angelina. It's like we're all together for Christmas tonight. Yes, without the commitment of a relationship and at any time we can leave. I love it. We're all together tonight for Christmas. Just being in this chat room and interacting with Sam. Well, I appreciate that. Believe me, I look forward to the chats at night. Some people may look at that as corny or whatever. I don't care. Because I had real relationships. And what I can tell you, most of them, total disaster. Snow Dog, what's up, brother? Hello, Merry Christmas. Christmas emoji and gift emoji. Thank you, brother. I think about you, man, often. I hope I'm not blowing your spot, but I know you've shared it. I know you went through a divorce last year. I know it's very painful, but I do feel you're healing. But I'm sure that you have moments that you tear the scar tissue or you tear the scab off and you feel like you're right back to where you started. Like I say, how long, in my opinion, how long does it take to heal from a relationship? 3 months, no contact to get your wind back. 3 years to make a full recovery. That's my opinion. But I think about you often, brother. Love and respect to you, Snow Dog. Appreciate you staying with me, man. Luke. But thank you for your positive encouragement. And I appreciate you and your message. Thank you. And this Christmas Day, I celebrate your life. I celebrate yours also. It's reciprocal. That's a good relationship. And all the other positive people in this chat. Well, praise the Lord, brother. I'm with you. John, even Sam, thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thumbs up back to you. Patricia, so true. Sam, apathy. Never repair a relationship that died. Powerful and so damn true. Exclamation marks out the wazoo. 100% agree emoji. Good job. Joseph gave me the skull and crossbone and then the disaster bomb emoji. Good job, Joseph. Hydration break, guys. Ice water, save your life. Starbucks closed early tonight. What time did they close? 5:30, the one I was going to. Starbucks is open all year round in the United States of America, but they do close early on certain holidays. I love Starbucks. Nomad's best friend. Starbucks and Planet Fitness, Nomad's best friend. Never forget it. The Sean Murphy Journal. Did ever dream a dream and that find out it could happen in the future? Did I ever dream a dream? Well, I mean, a little bit. I'm living my dream by living in Florida. So I would say that, I don't know if like that answers the question, but that's a level of my dream. I looked back at an old video from last year. I would like you to search it. It's called Inspirational Nomad, Fun in the Sun at the Indian Side River Park or something. And it was when I was using my GoPro. I did some editing. And it was like last year, wintertime, when I was taking small steps to make this a full-time reality. And I just watched it and encouraged me. I said, damn, in a year, this is part of my dream. I mean, I still have other dreams, mainly just to be independently wealthy so I could just use my creative gifts and not have to punch the clock every day. But I'm thankful for a job. I'm blessed with my job. I don't want to take my job for granted. I don't want to speak ill of it, but I'm sharing with you. I think dreams come true. I certainly have had some dreams that died, and it's very painful. So I don't want to lie to you either. Very painful. But you just got to put one foot in front of the other and keep pushing forward. Milano, Sammy, moving forward is not looking back. Laugh out loud. Well, Milano, you already know, bro. I totally respect your wisdom. I totally love you, brother. And you know, Milano, I think very highly of you, brother. Why I like Milano, and again, Milano is a guy, he's been with my channel since the beginning, pretty much. He lives full-time in his Class B motorhome down in Miami. What I like about Milano is that he is a very insightful man, but he has a great gift, the gift of humor. That is a huge gift. We talk about like the gift of gab. Milano has the gift of humor. He knows how to look at a situation, step back, and laugh. Is that a blessing? That's a blessing. Humor, laughter is medicine for the soul, and to be able to look at a situation in a lighthearted manner, total blessing. Good job, Milano. Zakia. It's 14 degrees Fahrenheit here today in Alaska. Oh, you got to get that minivan or that cargo van. You got to get out of there. The temperatures were about the same yesterday. I took a long drive with a friend yesterday. We were counting possible van dwellers we saw between Anchorage and Palmer, Alaska. Well, count those vans and get you a van and get out of there. I love you. That's cold. Man, there's people living in their vans and that. Well, I lived in my car in New Jersey last year and it was negative below zero certain days. So it can be done. It can. It's painful. It can be done though. Brandon, I love your perspective. Thank you. From Hudson County, New Jersey. I know that very well. A lot of hunting culture in Hudson County. Your words educated me on how life really is. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the great content. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not always perfect. I'm not always right. But I appreciate your encouragement and I thank you. Annie G. So freaking true, Sam. I relate 100%. Forward, and forward. Thank you, brother. Jada, Jay Snow. Merry Christmas from California. Blessings to you always. Thank you. Love and respect to the West Coast, who are 3 hours behind the East Coast time. Jada, what's the temperature in California? I saw a couple of California plates here in Florida. Because there's a lot of people now in Florida. This is the height of tourism season from now till April. A lot of snowbirds, a lot of travelers here, and just amazing. Joe Boss, what's up, man? I wish I have never continued 2 years with my girlfriend. After a month of a breakup, next 2 years were a nightmare, wasting her and my time. And a smiley Sam thumbs up. Well, I've been there, brother. You know, one of the most painful parts of trying to repair a relationship or trying to stay in a relationship or when a relationship just falls apart is you feel like you wasted time. Like, you know, you try to start a business, you feel like you wasted money. You know, you try to do an investment, it doesn't work out, you feel like you wasted money. You try to save a relationship, you try to keep a relationship, try to repair a relationship, you feel like you wasted time. And it's very painful. But how do you move forward? You got to separate. You got to separate. And you got to put one foot in front of the other. Good job. Melissa, hey everyone. Hey, Melissa. John, 38 degrees here in New York, upstate. Sitting here, debugging code. I write Windows. Oh, okay, respect. Window apps, database, and other stuff. I'm not good on the software side, but love and respect. That's a very good gift. Hoping to turn it into a brand on YouTube. You definitely could. And Instagram, I can hop. Well, if you create a channel, I subscribe. I support. I watch a lot of people on here that have channels. Even people that got 1 or 2 views, I watch them. John and Dream. I'm not mad at that. My opinion. My opinion says, be yourself and don't be conformed to the system of things. Yes, don't be conformed to thy world, but be transformed. Remember, the deceiver is out to deceive and convince the majority to strive towards things of no value. Well, that's a great comment. Yeah, I mean, the deceiver gets you to try to focus on things that don't have value, that you can't control. Focus on what you can control, which is self-improvement, which is keeping the right people around you in your life. And I totally agree with that. Angelina. My day was awesome. Had no obligations. I love that. And hang out with my dog. I like that too. Now I'm making some dinner. I'm not mad at that. Spanish rice with shrimp, some corn, refried, bean casserole. Somebody give me like the yum emoji, then the dookie emoji, because it's going to taste good and then it's going to be a little dookie. I'm not mad at you. My opinion. Sounds like a great day, Antonio. Yep, me too. Angelina, my opinion. I would change it at all. I wouldn't change it at all. I'm with you. My opinion. Keep it simple and go with what you enjoy. I agree with that. Better still, share some time with a loyal pet. I'm not mad at that. Laughing, good. Charlotte, hey Charlotte, I have enjoyed. Thank you, Charlotte. Merry Christmas. Melissa, what did everyone do today? I walked the beach and had a vegetarian sub and just listened to my music. I called my mom. Oh, that was about it. Zakia, it's 2:49 p.m. and I've been in my pajamas all day. Well, you work hard, so nothing wrong with a down day. That's my self-care. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, you work hard. Do you? Rob, Merry Christmas. Rob, Merry Christmas, brother. Charlotte, oops. I have enjoyed listening to your different chats. Thank you, Charlotte. Very interesting and helpful. Thank you. Looking forward to tuning in 2019. Thank you, Charlotte. Love and respect. Thank you very much. My opinion, gave 5 different running emojis, and I think they all have a different color shirt, man. Great job, my opinion. Good job, brother. Free to be me. Peace, brother, forward. Free to be me. Merry Christmas, man. Thank you for your support and love. I appreciate it, man. Good to see you. Ron, Merry Christmas to you, Sam. Sitting in my car, working on my inner peace alone, watching you. Good stuff. Sunglass face emoji. Thank you, brother. I understand that. Love to you, brother. Free to be me. Family, total disaster. I hear that. I mean, I thank God I have a good mom, and even my sisters, I'm thankful for a certain extent, but I got to keep my distance. I got love for everyone. I got love for everyone. But there's certain, my relationship with my father, I'm not trying to repair that anymore. I tried to repair it. Total disaster. There's certain people you just don't get along with, and they're always going to be them. You're always going to be you. Don't try to hurt anyone. You got to move forward with your life. Totally agree. Annie G, love this group. Always fun being in here. Annie G, good to have you, brother. My opinion. Sam, I agree with your strength of feeling regarding people who are out to bring you down. Don't just turn away from them. Cut them off completely. Totally agree with that. Prune your garden. They will eat at your soul unless you do. My opinion, totally agree with that. Great statement, brother. Look, if you don't cut out the weeds, the flowers don't grow. That's the truth. Good job. There's even a scripture about that. Gleno, New Year's resolution. I'm deleting all my social media. Only one person wished me a Merry Christmas on social media. I have 129 fake followers. Well, have I ever deleted my social media once? When I got into an unhealthy relationship, I feel like I got played a little bit. I felt like a hypocrite, and I shut down everything. After a while, I healed, and I did feel that I still needed social media as a connection. It's a good outlet. I did have to eliminate some people, but I understand the temptation to delete all your social media. And I'm not going to tell anyone what to do. I just shared what I did. But I felt a void without having it in my life. I like the interconnection. You do have to learn to cut certain people out, unfriend certain people, block certain people. But if you find the right ones, then, it's not a big effort and it works. Ron, living in the past is like trying to drive into the rearview mirror. You will consistently crash in life. Totally agree with that. Look forward, move forward. The past cannot be changed. Ron, totally agree with that, brother. I think. Do dreams come true? Yes, I believe they do. However, I would swap dreams for visualization. I've heard people, like motivational people, often talk about like a vision board. I've never really had a vision board. In my mind, I've always kept the vision of what I wanted, of palm trees, of simple living, of healthy living, eating fruits and vegetables. I always kept that vision in my mind. Me looking good, showing up in front of like my ex-girlfriend. I'm looking hot and successful, and then she eating her heart out. Now I had to stop doing that visualization. Why? Because that's all about revenge. I'm not even about that anymore. I don't even think about it like that. I mean, now I can't even think about that. Why? I mean, now, like, I'm not like all dressed up trying to show how successful I am or trying to like rub anything in anyone's face. I'm just trying to live a peaceful life. I really don't care what anyone's doing. As long as they're not hurting anyone, I don't care. AG. I have waited for my stepmother and a few other family members to reconnect with me since I have been sober. It's been 2.5 years since I got sober. They still won't speak to me. Well, Andy G, they're not wrong for that. There's been certain people that I know that have drug addiction. I don't speak to them. And they've been sober for a certain amount of time. It's just I'm not going back to that relationship. They may not ever want to speak to you again. You have to accept that. And you have to form new relationships. That's my opinion. That's my experience. No matter what certain people tell me, I will always love them, but I'll never be cool with them. Like as far as like us like having a relationship. We're not enemies, but we're never going to be cool. It doesn't matter if they stay sober the rest of their life. There comes a point, in my opinion, my experience, there comes a point in every relationship, whether it's drugs or whether it's certain words that are said or certain actions, that in my opinion, certain relationships cannot be repaired. And I think most. There is forgiveness, there is grace, there is no condemnation, but there is also no repairing. My opinion, my experience. That's how I feel. Rob today in. Okay. Gleno, fake followers on Twitter. Gleno, don't get upset. Just celebrate. Spend your energy celebrating the people that like you. I got seduced into that at a point in my life where I was trying to convince people that didn't like me to like me, and I would neglect people that did like me, and like I wasn't investing my energy right. I was investing my energy on the people who were fake instead of taking time to acknowledge the people that were supportive. Redirect your energy to the right people and you'll feel a little bit more happier. Andy G. It bothers me, but I have to keep going forward. I can understand that. You got the right attitude. Joseph, smiley face. I had a good night last night and got new luggage for Xmas and went on porn site. That's a double win, brother. Well, except for the luggage. I'd rather just the porn, but I'm not mad. Rob, today in Queens, it was so quiet on the streets, I was able to get a nice walk in. Well, I'm not mad at that. I remember when I used to walk in Manhattan on July 4th, it used to be a total ghost town. It's very eerie. It was like, what was that movie with Will Smith when he was the last person alive? I like that movie. I Am Legend. That's how it is on July 4th in the city. So maybe it's like on Christmas too. I'm not sure. Well, no, Christmas is crowded in Manhattan. I don't know about Queens. Annie G. I'm grateful for my sister, though, and her family. Spent some time with them last night and this morning. There you go. Look, what should you do? Spend time focusing on the people that are in your life and that support you, not trying to repair relationships. Good job. 51 and light rain in Fort Worth. You're heating up, brother. Good job. That's warmer. Oh, Brian, George is in the house. Hello, hello. Thankful for another day. And then she gave the dancing emoji. And I think that's the Starbucks emoji. Umbrella, a.k.a. I think it's Glam Gypsy. George is in the house. Merry Christmas. My opinion. 8 degrees. Damn. Yeah, 8 degrees in the UK. Wet and miserable in the UK. Huh. Every time I think of the UK, I think of the episode of Married with Children when Al Bundy went to the UK. There was some type of episode where they were in the UK, and it was just dark and dreary. I'll never forget that, and it always just sticks out in my mind. Love and respect to UK, though. Gilbert, John. It will work. Stay at it. Okay. Milano, Sammy, if 80 to 90% of people do not like the jobs, what people can do about it? Not much. The only thing we can do is vote for Andrew Lang in 2020, get a universal basic income. That's what we could do. Then people could take more risk. And even if the business doesn't fail, at least they're living a more creative, healthy life. Right now, in the broken capitalist society that has to get bailed out every 30, 40 years, most people are working a miserable job, living paycheck to paycheck. How do you solve that? A universal basic income. People use more of their creative gifts. Corporations still make billions because corporations are making billions. Corporations still make billions. They can still pay their employees $10 an hour. A small business guy can still pay their employee $10 an hour because guess what? Now the government who prints money is going to pay that employee also $1,000 a month. So now they're getting their $10 a month, $10 an hour from Milano for being a wholesale distributor. You don't have to up your minimum wage, and the government's giving them $1,000 a month. Now they're living a happy life. That's the answer, in my opinion. Andrew Lang, 2020. Good job, John. Thanks, Gilbert. Joseph. Sam. Doing a reunion with a great girlfriend. Have not seen her in 25 years. Huh. And then he asked me, disaster or heart emoji? Huh, brother, even when I was reading that, even before I saw the disaster emoji, I was getting ready to say disaster. Huh. After 25 years, you're going to try to repair or rekindle a relationship? And what do I think about reunions? Disaster emoji. High school reunion? Disaster emoji. But this is my opinion. Should everyone live like me? No. Remember, I'm less than 0.5% of society as far as like how I live my life. So I'm not trying to say everyone should think like me. But if you're asking my opinion, I love you, Joseph. You said, Sam, doing a reunion with a great girlfriend. Have not seen her in 25 years. Why haven't you seen her in 25 years? But again, see, I don't know. This is my opinion. See, I'm a solitude guy, though, too. I spend 90% of my time completely alone. So you got to understand, like, I don't want to, you're asking a guy who lives a certain way, right? Who satisfies his sexual need through masturbation and porn, not through real life relationships. So for me, it wouldn't be worth it. I don't want to even see people from my past. That's the truth. Not that I don't love them. I've moved on in my life, like mentally. Once I'm at a point like where I've turned the page mentally, I don't want to see anyone from my past. That's how I am. I'm being honest with you. So that's my opinion. Disaster emoji. Joe Boss. Sam, today in local news, Tampa ranks third out of the 100th largest city in metropolitan areas when it comes to migration. All right, I didn't know that. Joe Boss. Almost 150 people migrate to Tampa every day. Really? I know we got Italian Stallion. I think he's getting ready from New Jersey. He's getting ready to go there. Melissa. Why not delete now, Glenn? Melissa. I've been in bed all day watching movies. Well, today's a holiday. I'm not mad at you. You got to get up, though. I do want to say this. I don't want to pander to you. You should get up every hour and at least go for a 10-minute walk. You got to keep your blood flowing. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to feel better about life. That's my opinion. That's what I would say. Joe Boss, this statistic supports your opinion on Florida. Well, I love Florida. All my heart. Tara? Hey, Tara. Anybody else off work until January 2nd? Even saying muscle emojis? I'm not off till January 2nd, but I'm not mad at you, Tara. I'm happy for you. Love emoji to you. Tanya Z. Hello there. Tanya Z. Hello to you. Mark S. Yo. Hello from Chicago. What's going on, Mark S.? Happy holidays, my dude. Happy holidays to you. What's the temperature in Chicago, man? Love to you, Mark. Reserved. Good questions. Random questions. She got good questions. What is the biggest age difference you ever had in a relationship? I was 32 or 33. Let's say 33. I was 33 and she was 51. So what's that? 18 years? 18 years? About 18 years? How to end? Disaster emoji. But how the same age relationship end? Disaster emoji. They all ended a disaster. But that was my MILF season of my life. And I'm thankful for it. And I love her and I respect her. And I got love for her. She was very kind to me. But it was a disaster. Tiny Z, 13-year difference for you. I'm not mad at that. In my opinion, I mean, a 7-year difference is anything more than that is a little bit wild. But they all end in a disaster. So it really don't matter. Ron, remember, Sam, all people bring joy. Some by coming, some by leaving. Look, even like it all brings pain to me. That's why I stopped having friends and lovers. Even a toxic relationship, even when they leave my life, it doesn't bring joy. It brings complete devastation and pain. Huh. I remember somebody telling me, it's like, I don't want to grieve a death again. Every time you cut someone out of your life that you really let in, it's like going to a funeral and grieving their death. And even when they need to be out of your life, it's complete pain. It's not joy. Eventually, you feel joy again, but it's a complete disaster. That's my opinion. But I hear you. Annie G, good advice. Thanks, Sammy. Glenn O, Melissa Joyce. I'm going to get rid of Twitter tomorrow. My opinion. Here in the UK, it's only 364 days till Christmas Day. Only seems like yesterday. Yeah, because they're a day ahead. I'm not mad at you, brother. Shout out to two Meadow Tales from the Philippines who watches. She's a day ahead, too. Melissa, deleting my Facebook and Snapchat, the best decision I made. Wow, I hear you. But that's like, I remember I grew up Catholic, and during Lent was a time of the year where you had to give up something that you didn't want to. It was like a form of fasting. a form of sacrifice. And I remember somebody was like, oh, I'm going to give up chewing gum. Like, that's not hard. Like giving up Facebook now, Facebook's dead. Give up Instagram. Give up YouTube. That's real hard. But why should you give it up if you like it? You shouldn't. But what I'm trying to say is like giving up Facebook and even Twitter, like they're like dinosaurs. They're like giving up bubble gum for Lent. But does that mean you should give up something you love? No. It doesn't. But I'm just trying to say this is like what I thought of in my mind when you said that. I love you, Melissa. Gleno, I'll keep my YouTube. Yeah, me too. That's all my entertainment. I ain't getting rid of that. Gleno, Facebook got deleted today. Yeah, Facebook's an easy one. Aaron, only quality people in your life. Practice the OQP. I don't know what that means. I remember what OPP stands for. Other people's property. Love and respect. Gleno, piss on fake people. All right, Glenn, don't get upset. Let it go, brother. Tanya Z, universal basic income. I agree. Well, vote for Andrew Yang in 2020. Go to Instagram right now. Andrew Yang, Y-A-N-G. Follow him on Instagram. Good job. Sean Murphy, do you think the government should help people sleeping on their streets in the winter? I see this a lot. Well, there's programs. I've worked with programs. I kind of talked about that last night when I did a live feed talking about homeless on the holidays. What I think the government should do is give everyone a universal basic income. At least $1,000 a month. I'd like to see a little bit more than that. But Andrew Yang's running on $1,000 a month. Why? Because one is we print money. Two is we give subsidies to oil companies. We bail out corporations. We can afford to do it. We're $21 trillion in debt. We're getting ready to build a $5 billion wall on the border that's not going to solve immigration. We can print money. What I'm here to tell you is then you don't have to worry about charities. Then you don't have to worry about soup kitchens. Then you don't have to worry about feeling guilty about someone living in the cold because you know they're getting $1,000 a month. So if they choose to live in the cold, they're still getting $1,000 a month. They're not destitute. You don't have to feel bad. And we print money. Your money right now goes to subsidy. Go look at the gas industry. How much is subsidized by the government? Capitalism would have collapsed many times if the government didn't bail it out. Okay, so some of that money should go. Tanya Z. Well, nothing wrong with hooking back up for a good time. Yeah, and then your life is totally destroyed. And then you have to get to another unhealthy relationship to give you a high from the complete emotional vampire that just sucked all the energy out of your soul. Now you gotta reach out to another ex to get another high and to fill the void. And then that's how you start to self-destruct your entire life. And then before you know it, you got a YouTube channel talking about my life is a disaster. This Tanya Z, I've done it. Well, Tanya Z, all I can tell you, disaster emoji. Academia, thanks for the video. I agree. And for Christmas, I went and bought a Leatherman squirt. Oh, I thought we were talking about porn for a minute. PS4 for myself. I don't even know what that is. Today, I went to the mountains, just enjoying basic things. Academia, you know I got love for you, brother. I think highly of you. I think you got a bright future. Keep doing you and sharing your gift, man. Joseph, but we are good friends. I've not seen her because she moved far away. Here we go. Lost track of her. We did not break up on bad terms. All right. Joseph, I was 45. My girlfriend was 25. Disaster after 1 year. Joseph, I ain't got to tell you, brother. Free to be me. First Christmas without 26-year relationship. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Wow, I couldn't even imagine that, man. God bless you, brother. Melissa, giving up Netflix. So that's an easy one, too. Ain't nothing on, I gave up Netflix years ago, man. There ain't nothing on that. I'd rather watch YouTube. And then if you want to buy a movie, like I may watch Jack Reacher 2. I was looking at that. I'll just buy it for like $2.99. That's how I look at it. Joyride. Social media is full of people with narcissistic personality disorder. Yeah, look, most people have a level of narcissistic. We're all a little bit into ourselves. That's human nature. Nothing wrong with that. But obviously, there is a extent where people abuse that and when they abuse other people. So just remember that everyone's a little bit narcissistic. Some people are on the extreme end and vice versa. Mark S. Lakers or Golden State? I used to love basketball, my favorite sport. I don't watch it anymore, so I couldn't even tell you. But I know now Kobe's not Kobe. Now LeBron's on the Lakers, and I know Steph's still with Golden State. Who would I pick? Don't quote me if you're gonna bet, but I want to pick. I'll say Lakers. Uh, but Golden State probably favored to win, and don't bet on me. But that's just off the top of my head. Joe Boss, good night, everyone. Peace emoji to you, brother. Glenn O, Joyride, I agree. Ron, Joe B, may be very surprised when he meets with his lost love after 25 years. Yeah, all right. Both of them are very different places, mentally and physically. I agree with that. And emotionally, totally agree with that. It will be like strangers meeting. Talk about awkward moment of silence. I agree, but who am I to judge? Because everyone shouldn't live like me. AJ, thank you for being an older brother-like figure for me that I never had. Well, AJ, I appreciate your love and support, man. It's reciprocal. I thank you, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Don, peace and contentment to all. Don, great comment, brother. Thank you. Big Al, hey, your opinion? Farmer's Almanac, fact or fiction? That's interesting. What would I say? Fiction, not fact. Because no one can tell the future. And it's already been disproved. It's not right every year. So that would be my opinion based off the facts. Love and respect. Good question. Thank you for all the love on Instagram, Big Al. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol _38. The word inspire _ the number 38. My opinion. It's sad to see people living on the streets, and I understand the good intent behind basic welfare. Basic income. Welfare is when we subsidize oil companies. Welfare is when we give corporations tax breaks and they hoard that money in cash and they don't invest it in creating jobs. That's corporate welfare. We're talking about basic level of income. That's what we're talking about. But you may be surprised that this may not solve the issue. Well, corporations who get corporate welfare, which we're currently doing, has not solved the issue because the middle class has been statistically shrinking and 1% of society owns 40% of the wealth. There's two different Americas. So we need the middle class back. Unions, pensions are gone in America. Okay. Corporations have taken over. They run healthcare. Okay. They run the private, they run everything. Defense contractors make billions of dollars. The average starting salary for the U.S. military officer is $20,000. That's poverty. We need universal basic income because we tried corporate warfare. We've tried corporate welfare. We're doing corporate welfare. And what we found is the middle class shrinks, higher level of society gets more, and the average person gets a stick up the butt. Love and respect. Gilbert, looking forward to 2019, Sammy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to 2020 with universal basic income with Andrew Lang. John, same here. Ali Q. Oh my God. Okay. Love and respect. He's still going to get universal basic income, so don't worry about that. He's still going to get it. Even him, he's going to get it. You think he can get a job? Do you think someone who does that, you think they can get a job? You think you want them working with you? You don't. You want them getting universal basic income. Believe me. It's a porn roach. Crazy. All right, guys. Love and respect. It's a complete disaster out there. Oh, Don, you're cool. I am too. I'm living in my car. Been doing so for almost a year. I appreciate your videos and sharing your experience. I'm a girl, by the way. Take care. Thank you. Don, love and respect you. Thank you. My opinion. In the UK, in the 80s, many of universal basic income topped this up with crime, drugs, etc. Lots areas got worse and crime increased. What was the amount? You got to give the facts. You can't just give like the general. How much was universal basic income? Did it go to all citizens without any restrictions? And what was the context of it? Okay. And you still, right now in the UK, don't you have some type of like government run healthcare? In America, we don't have any government run healthcare. Okay. You have it, right? You have universal healthcare right now, right? America, the number one cause of bankruptcy is medical bills. Okay. So, one is first put in context that you guys have free healthcare. You have government run healthcare and we don't. We spend more in healthcare bills and it's the number one cause of bankruptcy. So let's start there. Then let's start in the context of what the law was, how much they gave, and what were the restrictions, and then we can have an informed conversation on it, but not just like, just baiting it like it's not good because of X, Y, Z. Liz, still live. Hey, all. Hey, Liz. Thank you. I often think about if you're still with me. Thank you, Liz. Love to you. My opinion. Free healthcare for all. Best free care in the world. Well, look, that's the second part of Andrew Yang's platform. Number one is universal basic income. Number 2 is Medicare for all. Andrew Yang, 2020. Okay? Love and respect. With that being said, I'm going to call it a night. I want everyone to have a positive night. Do the best you can. Don't try to repair relationships. Pray for people. But overall, you got to move forward in your life. Peace and love. Glenn, love to you, brother. Don't be upset. My opinion, I love you.